Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Mechanical Keyboard Group by News segment from yours truly, Mac Merlin. Hope everyone is doing well tonight, because here in Seattle, it is freaking hot. It is 95 degrees right now. I've been sweating for the last half hour, so I'm going to try and keep this a little shorter than usual, so I'm not suffering here. And also, let's see, we're going to do a nice lemon-based drink. By lemon-based drink, talking about this guy right here. This is the Brew Doctor Kombucha Ginger Lemon. Really refreshing, will help hopefully keep temperatures down over here. Let's see, who is on tonight? I saw a NoyDB, a Janky Render. Who else is here? Rocky One. Let's see, let's scroll through chat really quick. See a Static Age, Nuclear Monsters, Smudge RL, Kuro Renji, Little Tunchi, Iwanu. Thanks guys for joining in. Oh, interesting. I was kind of expecting this to be more yellow, but it's clear. Okay. Let's see. Alright, let's turn on some tunes as well. Here we go. What tune shall we do today? Let's do some lo-fi. There we go. Jankulate says flavored water. Yeah, I know. Well, I guess once I start pouring it in, it starts to look a little more yellow. Not sure if you guys can see that on stream. You guys should be able to see that. It's more like a very dull yellow. That tastes more like ginger beer than kombucha. Alright, there we go. IDMon says, don't tell me about it, it is 99 outside, it was 108 earlier and my AC is broken. Oof! Sorry to hear that, man. Which part of town are you in? I am assuming probably Arizona, maybe? Anyway, let's see how many people are on tonight. Cool. If it's your guys' first time here, this particular segment every Sunday evening, we like to talk about group buys that are ending and starting for the following week. So this week we have quite a few. Not as many as end of the month stuff, but we have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different things to talk about today. And as usual, because so much happens in our community, there's no conceivable way that I'll find all of them. So at the end of the stream, I'm gonna need you guys to like help me out and tell me if I've missed any keycaps, keyboards, whatever. Let's see, Daniel Peep says, is that the Southpaw 75 you're using? Yes, it is. Freshly built as of yesterday. So far, so good. I think I mentioned it on stream yesterday, but just within the first few minutes of using it, I noticed that my muscle memory isn't quite trained. So every time I try to press the escape key, I end up pressing the subtract key. So that's been a little bit weird. And whenever I try to reach for my homing keys, right there, I actually end up shifting to the left a little bit. So it's weird, it's weird. See, Solji says, hey guys, excited to tag along. Yeah, but we will actually be talking about this board a little bit more today, just because the group buy for this is expiring. NoyDB says, yeah, it would totally throw me off. Yeah, it's a unique layout, very unique layout, but I would say that I prefer it over having the numpads on the right. Alright, let's see, let me pull out my notes here. Where are my notes? Where are my notes? Here we go. As usual, we will be starting with group buys that are ending. So you guys will have all the attention for that. Let's go with this guy first. First guy that is ending this week. It's all the way on drop. I actually talked about him last week, but we'll talk about him this week again just because it's actually ending this week. This is the Booger, don't know how to pronounce that, but it is the TH01 XDA Die Sub PBT keycap set. all available on drop. And as you can see on your screen, there are 5 hours left. So, you know, XDA isn't that unique of a profile. This particular group buy is unique because it comes with this. Oh, that didn't link it, but here we go. Let's find it. There we go. This guy right here. This is a toolless case. Like, you don't have to glue it, you don't have to solder it, you don't have to screw it together. It's a toolless case that just snaps together, and it's only 30 bucks. See, Gavin Go says, will the B-Box 60 sound hollow? I would say it will definitely sound hollow just from looking at its construction right here. That looks super empty inside. Like, I see some ribs there, but yeah, this is gonna sound really hollow. Yeah, so this is why this particular group buy is exciting. Not so much because of the keycaps, but mainly because of the fairly affordable keyboard case that like comes with it. 30 bucks. Keep in mind, you guys have 5 hours left from, yeah, this show is live, so you guys have 5 hours left. All right, the next one is also on drop. Here, let me pull out that link. Next one is also on drop and is also a key set. Check it out. Boom. This one is the Susuwatari custom keycap set for 120 bucks. Check it out, guys. This is the first ABS MT3 profile key set. Goes for 120 bucks for the base kit. Blanks are 30. You've got several other options here, like extras are 60 as well. There are 2 days left on this, expiring on August 19th. You guys have been trying to figure out if MT3 is good for you or not. This might be the set to buy. MT3 is also a drop exclusive profile, so this is the only place you can get MT3 key sets. Let's see. I have one MT3 set. It's the Godspeed set, and personally, I like how it feels compared to like SA, but it's still a little too high profile for me that I'm not sure if it's something I would use day to day. There we go. Look at that Susuwatari spacebar, 7U, 6.25. You've got quite a few options here. Here we go. Cool beans. And let's look at my notes again. This is actually, that's all the key sets that are expiring. This is all the key sets that are expiring for this upcoming week. There's just this guy right here, the Bugger, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna say it's Booger. This is gonna be the Booger XDA set, white on black, along with the fancy budget case, along with the Susuwatari set. These are the 2 key sets expiring this week. Out of curiosity, out of these 2 key sets, what is the audience most excited about, if any? Burgers Latro says the scoops on MT3 are more severe than SA, but Cat has almost no curb. Nuclear Monsters likes both. Solji says none for me. Static Age says Susu for sure. Susu for sure again from Thicky Jimmy. King Friday says none. Want MT3 but not this. Yeah. Janky Render says none as well. Personally, I would get neither of these as well, but out of curiosity, I am hoping to pick up this $30 case. Looks pretty good. So yeah, as soon as I have one, I would probably build it on stream, let everyone know how it goes and how it sounds. We'll see. Alright. Let's see, let's go on to the keyboards that are expiring this week. There are only 3. Cool. Let's start with, I feel like this is starting with drop again. This is all just drop. This one's also on drop. This is the ID84. The ID84 75% aluminum keyboard kit. Yeah, if you guys like your 75%, where your F row and your rightmost column and your arrows are all meshed together, like so, this might be the board for you. This is quite similar to the KBD 75 from KBD fans, but the difference with this is that this is hot swap, I believe. Yep, it's hot swap. Is that hot swap? I can't tell. I can't see the back. But it is an integrated plate, and unfortunately, I've got an ID80, and the integrated plate for that board causes it to sound really tingy, if you guys know what I mean. The IDOBAO says, Merlin, the Tiananmen group are ending in 2 days. The Discord Mars one. Yes, let me know after the stream, but we also discussed this last week. Solji says, I do not like the bezels on this thing. It's quite the... If you look at it, it does look like a cheap board. I'll give you that. Let's look at the side profile. Nothing really distinguishing about it. It's got some chamfered edges right there. USB-C port that looks like it was made to fit the USB-C port specifically, but it's like they messed up on the cutout. If you guys can see that. Might be a QC thing though. See, Daniel says, great alternative for KBD 75. Personally, I would pick the KBD 75 over this. I just recently built a KBD 75 for a customer, and it just felt so much more quality compared to my ID80. Solji says, Merlin flaming this one. I flame a lot of boards, to be honest. But I still buy them. One thing I noticed about this board is that it's PCB mount. Its stabilizers are like all PCB mount, so that should give you a better typing experience. Look at that. But yeah, you guys have how many days? This one expires on August 19th as well. If this is something you're interested in and you have a cool $105, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. Alright, next one. Next board that we're going to talk about is a board that you guys are seeing on my desk. And a board that I just built yesterday. This is the Holy Switch Southpaw 75. Group buy started on August 14th, and this one is ending on August 21st. They did have a group buy running, but that group buy ended yesterday. So yeah, sorry if you guys are seeing this late. However, this is still a $50 kit. This particular kit is US only. Everyone outside the United States will have the kit that's Pro Micro or Elite C driven. But let's talk a little bit about this board, because I think this is really cool for 50 bucks. It's got USB-C, it's got GMK Via, and it's also got ESD protection. Like, you're like pretty much all set with this. All you need are switches and stabilizers. Also, if you use discount code MERLIN, MERLIN, you can get 5% off your entire order. Not just this board, but anything else you buy on this site. Gavin says, there will be a second run of the Southpaw 75 in mid-September. Maybe? Not sure. No, I'm just noticing this drink is so fizzy. I can feel it fizz up from me. 46 raiders from Katanax Kaji have joined. Thank you so much. Dude. Thank you for sending all these people my way. If you guys are new to this channel, On Sunday nights, I talk about group buys that are ending and starting for the following week. We are at the tail end of expiring group buys. We just talked about our second keyboard, that is the Southpaw 75, which you are also seeing on my desk right here. So thank you everyone for joining in. Ejercedo 4K has used 50 bits. Thank you so much. I see quite a few other people following us as well. Donovan, Patata, Robert Villa, Ejercedo, T2K, Slayers, FPS, and TikTok. Thanks guys. Thanks guys. From Mexico and Latam. Whoa, wow. I think you might be the first person I know who's watched this stream from Mexico. That's really cool. But thank you for joining in. Let's see. Gavin Go says, I think this board will really be good if it is hot swap. That's true. But yeah, this is what the finished product looks like, guys. I've been typing on it all day. So far, so good. But yeah, I really should learn to link things in chat. Like so. Yeah, that is a $50 board, only available in the United States. So if you're outside, I'm sorry. Alright, what's next? What else is expiring this week? If you guys didn't like the ID84, never fear, because the ID80 is actually on group buy as well. But not on drop. It is on the IDOBAO main website. This is in my opinion, a better ID84, simply because the layout is more expanded. The F rows are separated, the nav layer is separated, and the arrow keys are also separated. However, this is what I'm upset about. These boards are supposed to be relatively cheap. I believe I picked mine up for like $120. Look at the price, guys. It's $199. $199. Granted, this is V2, and looks like there's a brass weight of sorts in the back, and I'm sure there are a bunch of other improvements. But yeah, $199. That's a little bit too expensive. A little bit too expensive for a board of this caliber. Let's see. This is a GB. Only include this keyboard kit, not include this keycaps with switches. Okay, let's see. Do they have any other specs here? It's still a hot swappable PCB, still USB Type-C. Rubber bump-ons. What else? RGB underglow. Interesting, because the case doesn't seem to support RGB underglow. Oh, no, wait, I take that back. Here we go. Look at that. That's a clear, looks to be acrylic on the back there. If only they would let me click on the photo so I could expand them. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I would prefer the V2 over my V1. But not for $199. I think this board is still worth $150, but not $199. See what are people saying here. IDMon says that is the V2 with brass weight and acrylic bottom. Yes, it is. Dog Hair Don't Care says would again choose KBD 75 and add brass weight to the cart. Yeah. KBD 75 is the better buy. RGB light effect. They sold the case separately. In the future, I'd buy it for the right price. I can agree with that. I do have to point out though that because this is integrated plate, it's not gonna sound that good. I've treated mine with as much foam as I possibly can, and it's still not ideal to me. However, the PCB that is used in this board is the same PCB that is used in the Polaris 75, which is actually a top mount keyboard. It's a copy of the exclusive E7 V1. So if that's something that's more up your alley, definitely look for that board. It's the Polaris 75. The exact same PCB, so it'll just be the exact same firmware. Okay, we just talked about all of the group buys that are ending. So just as a quick recap, group buys that are ending. Number one on the Keycap side is the Booger TH01 XTA die subbed PBT keycap set, followed by Susuwatari. Then on the keyboard side, we have the ID84, the Southpaw 75, finally the ID80 V2. There we go. Next up, let's talk about group buys that are starting. Here we go. All of these group buys are, well, most of these group buys aren't on their respective vendor sites quite yet. They're all going to be either Reddit or Geekhack threads. So you can't buy any of these quite yet. The first ones that I want to talk about is actually an ePBT set. There we go. This is ePBT. What the freak? Can you guys hear that? Holy, what? I just heard thunder. So maybe that's good news. Maybe that's good news. Maybe things will start to cool down, I guess. Okay, that should cool things down, and I can probably sleep in bed tonight. Yan says it's a raid. Do you have a thunderstorm coming? King Friday 7 says it's raining. Well, not quite yet. You know, maybe that spell that I cast earlier to cool things down is finally kicking in. All right, anyway, let's talk about group buy news. This is the first item on the list. The first item on the list is ePBT blank pink keycaps. If you guys are looking for cherry profile and like the color pink and don't really care for legends, you might be interested in a set like this. Check it out. I'm glad that he posted all of the key sizes, because if there's no legend, sometimes it's hard to tell what the key size is. Chris Card says, what is your t-shirt? My t-shirt is a shirt I got from a conference from Chocolatey. Chocolatey is a package manager for Windows. Let's see. Yan says it's very pink. Here we go. How much is this? How much is the set? Price is $45 Canadian, or approximately 34 bucks. That is really cheap. It's absolutely dirt cheap. And shipping's about 11 bucks. So yeah, about $50-ish set. Launch date is August 21st at 11 a.m. Apparently they're collaborating with Zeal PC, MA Keyboards Wongbox, Noodle Chords, and Prime Caps. Very, very interesting. Cool. I've never been a fan of blank keycap sets, to be honest. Like, it's good to like fill in modifiers, but not that I stare at my keyboard every time I'm typing, but I think having legends is part of what makes a good design. But yeah, your mileage may vary. Right, next up actually does have legends. Yeah, it says it's hard for passwords. Blank is good in black only. There we go. Let's talk about the next group buy that is starting. Next group buy that is starting is also starting on August 21st. Here we go. This is GMK Beta. If you guys don't know what that is, Betamax is a tape format that preceded VHS. If you guys don't know what VHS is, you might be too young for the show. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, but let's see. I grew up on Betamax. As a kid, my dad bootlegged 3 copies of The Lion King on Betamax. I I had the Frog Prince, I had the Lion King, I had what else did I have on like Betamax? Oh, I had RoboCop 1 and 2. Yeah, but these are slightly smaller than the equivalent VHS tapes, and the reason why they got really popular was because I think Betamax was a Sony product, and they actually did preserve the content a lot better, and I think there was something about the frame rate as well that like made it superior to VHS. Yeah, as I was saying, GMK Beta or Betamax preceded VHS and was indeed the superior format at the time, but it wasn't economically feasible as all that. So yeah, most of my childhood cartoons were recorded on like Betamax, so it's got a very special place in my heart. In fact, just like a quick short story for this. When my parents came up for our wedding, I told them, Mom, Dad, um, Betamax has been dead for decades, right? And they're like, yeah. And we've got lots of like pretty important home videos there, like your guys' wedding, my sister's birthday, my birthday, like my very first birthdays, and like all of that. I think my lights are flickering. What the freak? Yeah, so I asked them to bring them all up, and when they came to America, they brought six of them, and I found a whole lot of stuff, whole lot of stuff, including my parents' wedding, which you would think is not, it's not that special, but here's the thing, since my parents got married, I've had uncles pass away and all that, and in fact, in my parents' video, there was like I I took like screen captures of like my uncle who like passed away, and I sent them to my cousin, and after I did that, my cousin was like, you know, this is one of the only photos I have left of my dad, and I'm like, holy crap! If I hadn't ripped those Betamaxes, she wouldn't have had these additional photos. So I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So yeah, I guess this is, I don't know, if you guys have any old content, any content on tape such as Betamax or VHS, definitely look into converting it into a digital format so you don't lose it, because you are kinda on a time limit here. But speaking of a time limit, I should talk faster and talk more about group buys, because who knows when my stream will go down again. Alright, here we go. So this is GMK Beta. GMK Beta is supposed to be starting August 21st and is ending September 14th. And colors will be used, look to be all stock colors, L9, 2B, RO2, and V2. Which, wow, I guess that's pretty close to the original colors, huh? Not bad. Not bad, Heine. So check it out. This is what the base kit will look like. That gray modifiers, white alphas, orange accents, all that stuff. And it looks like it supports both the accented ISO and the regular ISO key. Kits aren't 100% finalized, but we will have either one base and one alpha or two base kits. Please fill out the form below to express your interest in either. Yan says, Merlin ripping service when? If I had the equipment. And look, apparently he has a weeb kit as well. Look at that. These are Japanese sub-legends. And it's the red modifiers. Cool beans. You can also get the JS base. So when I'm looking at this, this reminds me, for some reason this reminds me of HHKB, and I like it. So when this goes on sale on like August 21st, I think this might be a kit that I get. Oh look, T-Dream did the uptime command, and Nightbot is so kind to me, saying the stream has only been up for 5 minutes. Alright, yeah, so this set's gonna run from August 21st till September 14th. It'll be available on Switch Mod, and Oblotsky, Death Hero, Ilum KB, Daily Clack, and Z Frontier. Check it out. This is a very generic colorway, I'd say. It doesn't like scream at you. I feel like this is a set that would work on a whole bunch of boards no matter what color or layout it's got. Very cool. Let's see. So these are the only 2 key sets that are starting next week, actually. That's the ePBT blank pink keycaps and GMK Beta. I think out of these 2, I would be most interested in GMK Beta because, as I said earlier, I feel like keycaps need legends. Yan says weed kit. Zoombolt says weeb. I guess that means Yan is not a weed. It's not a weeb. All right, let's see. Let's talk about keyboards now. Talk about keyboards. This next keyboard is going to shock you. This one. This one is a keyboard that I talked about, I'd say about a month ago now, because it was supposed to go live last month. This one right here. This is the Slipline keyboard. This is considered to be a high-end Magic Force 68. Why is it a Magic Force 68? Because that's what this was inspired by. That was Krelbit's first keyboard, I think. As you guys can see, I'm pretty sure that's just a placeholder. There's no way a board like this is $2,000. But I could be wrong. Look at that. Oh, extra play is 40 bucks. Extra PCB is also 40 bucks, but everything else is $2,000. There's absolutely no way that's 2,000. Check back next week. Slipline sale is this week. Yeah, this one is supposed to go on August 18th and ends August 19th. That's at least the date that he has set. However, I do believe that I think there are only 20 of these, if I'm not mistaken. So if there's 20 of them, and if it's not really $2,000, it will probably go quick. I'd say 2 minutes. 2 minutes if you're lucky. Let's see. Rain says 2,000 watt. I know, right? I think it's just like a placeholder until the group buy goes live. Yeah, it should just be a placeholder because there's no way that's $2,000. Full details. Look at that. Buy it now. More information. The price will be adjusted to retail price via a discount code obtained from filling out a Google form, which will be located at during the sales. You know, I bet there are people who actually have $2,000 and are just like, yeah, whatever. Just spend it all on this board. I'm not gonna join that stupid Google phone. This can be used to circumvent the first come first serve sale, but it is entirely priced to be not worth it. That's funny. That is really funny. Oh, I'm noticing my chat is going a little past the website. There we go. There we go. But yeah, group buy starts on the 18th. That is 2 days away. If the Magic Force 68 layout is something that you actually really like, why not join this? Or if you've got $2,000, why not join this? Cool beans, cool beans. Next board on the list. Next board on the list is like none other. I don't talk about ortholinears very often, but this one is interesting. Check it out, guys. This is the underscore 33. It's coming on August 17th and is ending September 17th. This is it's like a 40% ortholinear board. It's ridiculously cute. Oh my gosh. I kind of want one even though I don't use ortholinear. Interesting. See. It's an Ortho 10U keyboard with a USB-C with C2C support. I find this hilarious that you have to advertise that your board supports C2C. That should come standard with all boards that have USB-C. RGB support and integrated Atmega 32U2 MCU. The board is QMK compatible. An initial round of 20 boards was run on the 40% Discord, and the Gerber files as well as the 3D printable cases are available on my GitHub page. Ooh, it's already been open sourced. Cool beans, cool beans. PCB, let's look at that PCB. Not bad. Finished prototypes right there. That spacebar just looks so off. Holy crap. Cool beans. But yeah, if you guys want this board, definitely check out. Of course, I have not been linking any of this. But you actually want to go to the P3D store. If that name sounds familiar to you, it's because that's where my discipline cases are from. P3dstore.com. Currently, the buy will be limited to 100 units based on production capability, and if interest goes beyond this, we may look at expanding that number. So please continue to fill out that form. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, this, let's see, what's the price for this? What's the price? If it's low enough, I may want to just have one and use as a extended macro pad of sorts. Give me a price, give me a price. Here, let's check the interest check form here. Oh, here we go. The expected price for these kits will be 50 bucks? Oh my word. That is a good price. That is as good a price as the Southpaw 75. Plus USPS flat rate shipping, so approximately 8 bucks for domestic. I will assess international orders at the time of the buy, but given COVID issues, no international shipping is planned at this time. Very cool. Okay, for 50 bucks, I think this is very affordable. Does that 50 bucks include the 3D printed case? Probably not, because I know P3D cases are at least 40 bucks each. So if you want it to look like this, I'm guessing you need to spend a little bit more. Yeah, here, let's see. Does it come with the case, or is it just a PCB? Jake makes some amazing cases and is currently working to offer some really awesome options for this group buy. Okay, so it's not quite finished. So hopefully by the time this group buy starts, which is supposed to be tomorrow, because tomorrow is August 17th, we should have more details. But I think if they can keep the price to be under 100 bucks, I think I'm gonna buy one. Just because it looks like a really cute macro pad. Yeah. Merlin get 3, says Josh. No, why 3? What's the significance of the number 3? All right, let's see. It is 8:21. We've been at this since 7:30, and the stream has gone down, what, 4 times at this point? So it is conceivable that the stream will go down again. But we are now at the point where I've finished all the group buy news that I can find. So does anyone in the audience here know of any other keyboard related group buys, either a keyboard, a switch, keyboard accessory that is either starting or ending this week that we have not talked about quite yet? If you do, please let me know by sending me a DM here on Twitch chat. See, once again, just gonna go through all of the group buys that we talked about today. We talked about the Booger TH01, the drop, and the drop MT3 Susuwatari, the IDOBAO ID84, the Holy Switch Southpaw 75, the IDOBAO ID80 V2, the ePBT blank pink keycaps, GMK Beta, the $2,000 Slipline, and the underscore 33. Droshna says it's a good number. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, I'm not seeing anyone message me quite yet, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because it would suck if they messaged me and I started going through stuff and the stream went down again. D. Chenny says, what was the name of that Honeywell carbon looking set? You must be talking about GMK Beta. Here we go. This is modeled after Betamax. Nuclear Monster says, Cat Cyberspace on Kono? Is that ending? That's not ending this week, nor did it start this week. Cyberspace is ending on September 4th. Ooh, I got a PM from RealFX. Let's go check out what he sent me. Let's check it out. Ooh. Oh yes, this board. I've been seeing this make the rounds lately. This is the... Here we go. It's not really something that's shown up on any of our regular group buy channels, but this is the Cyberboard, which is on Indiegogo, and it's trying to get some funding just to get it running. It's $185,000 so far with 467 backers and just a little under a month left. Check it out. Idimund says when it's on Discord, but that Tianwen group buy, we talked about that last week. Sure hope that... Does that case come with the board? Because I would like that case. Look at that. It looks like it's a very spacey looking board. Look at that. I'm not quite sure if this design over here is very appealing to me. Here, let's see. Let's go through this really quick. You can buy this for 233 HKD for extra plates, 4 colors. HKD, I assume, is Hong Kong dollars. Idimund, we talked about the Tianwen group buy last week. Here we go. Extra PCB, 465 HKD. Jungle Green Early Bird, 3,178, roughly $410. Interesting. Oh, looks like some of the more expensive options are already sold out. I gotta admit, this is pretty trippy. This is pretty trippy, but it's on the back of the keyboard, right? So it's not like I would ever see this. You know? This is not something that I would see. Terry Bad says, Infinity Amalfi. Infinity Amalfi started last week and will not be ending for another couple weeks. Specific chips for program lighting effects. Why is this useful? Why would this be useful? Listing the chips here. Unique web interface for DIY configuration. Say, let's... What was the layout again on this? Let's look at the layout. There we go. Let's just look at the layout. That is actually a layout that I like. That is a 75% with the arrow keys split out along with the navigation keys and the F row. So that's a good layout. That's a good layout. I just not too in love with the design. And given its boxy nature, I'd say that's gonna echo so bad. That's gonna echo so bad. Just there we go. Like the LED panel looks pretty trippy and it's really cool, but as I said earlier, we're not really gonna be seeing it unless you type backwards. Rain Freestyle says, cool board, 10-degree typing angle turns me off. Still not as bad as a duck board actually, because duck boards are 11 degrees. Raz says, put a mirror under your monitor to get the most out of it. See, Yan does bring up a good point. It has no QMK, so you're not going to be able to program this like most boards in our community. However, if this unique web interface actually works out for you, then more power to you. Very cool, very cool. Let's see. Thank you again, RealFX, for sending me this link. Let's see, anyone else? Anyone else sending me links about boards, keyboards, or switches that I may have missed that are either starting or ending this week? Rain Freestyle says it doesn't echo at all in Wildcat's video. Dicky Jimmy says it's like the Razer Siren mic LED display for streamers. It has silicone dampers. It has a silicone mute mount. Ah, interesting. Silicone mute mount. That almost sounds like it's trying to say gasket mount, but not quite. Here, let's go look at how this is all pieced together. Huh. Our engineers modified the plate over and over to ensure excellent shock absorption of the top mount structure. We added a 3.4mm silicone mute mount between the PCB and the plate to absorb excessive vibration while typing. Ah, okay. Interesting. I'm assuming that black piece is the mute mount? Not so sure. Solji says, Macmerlin. Cashier keyboard. It shows customer their total. Wow, PCB is $60. If you could find a case that would fit that, I'd just get the PCB. Interesting. Ah, there's a sound test. Here, hopefully you guys can hear the sound test. Let's go play it really quick. Let me pause my music. Sound test. Not bad. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Kind of surprising, actually. Was expecting it to sound a lot worse. But I feel like this video is a little misleading because so the camera is directly overhead. So at this view, it looks like you can see that LED panel, but no one's ever really looking over their keyboard exactly like what this view is like. So I would say you would still not see any of those LED panels. conical dampener in the base to make sure the parts fit more closely and further avoid possible noise. Very cool. Angle, meticulous 10-degree incline to achieve the optimal balance between expressiveness and typing angle. Oh god, I feel like 10 degrees is gonna hurt you. Material and craftsmanship, sharp edge lines of CNC. Top level, anodic, I'm sure they mean anodized, coloring up to the standard of smartphone manufacturing. Is all this market speak. Oh look, looks like it's Kale hot swaps. I believe that battery might be used to power that LED. Interesting. Don't miss out. What's in the box? Look at all that. Comes with the user guide. That's cool. How Cyberboard was born. So much information. This is actually really good. Designer team. About Angry Meow. Talk is cheap. Show me the fish. Interesting. Alright. Alright, if you guys want to actually read through all of that, definitely check out that link that I'm posting in chat right now. This is a board that interests you. Definitely go and support them. There are 24 days left. They have they have met 925% of their $20,000 goal. So I think they're doing I think that they're doing good. All right. Any more PMs from the community? Not seeing any, which is a first. So far, I usually average around 5 to 6, but right now only 1. I think it's because it's been a relatively slow week. That's usually what happens. But tune in next week and we'll probably have a lot more information. Droshna just pinged me here really quick. What did he say? He says it's Bluetooth powered. Let's see. Yep, there's no one else messaging me. Alright, guys. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize that we've kind of crashed 3 to 4 times here right now. So far so good. I think because it's starting to rain outside, stuff is cooling down, so my router isn't as taxed. But I will probably shut down the stream in the next few minutes. But before I do that, always have to see who is streaming so I can raid them. Let's see, who is streaming right now, or if anyone in the audience has any recommendations, feel free to ping me. Let's see. Looks like DD Decline is still on with his Lubricante build stream. Oh wow, I think he started that at 5:30, so he's about three hours in. Who else is here? Yeah, I think he might be the only one here. Let's see. Yeah, let's do DD Decline. If you guys don't know who DD Decline is, he is another Seattle streamer here. I think I've actually met him like twice. He's a pretty nice person, and I think he's the one behind the Mechanical Group By news server, if you guys know about that. Let's see, XBash says Wildcat YouTube have a video of that board, and Zerdnay1968 subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, so as I was saying, if you guys like his content and want to support the Mechanical Group By server, definitely check him out. Let's just queue him up here and raid him. Droshna stream. Droshna, if you ever stream, I will definitely go and watch you. and I will heckle you like you do on this channel. Alright, DD decline. Hopefully you are ready. Alright guys, thanks for joining in. The stream will be a lot cleaner on YouTube because I will piece all the different segments together and hopefully it will be spot free. Alright guys, start raid, here we go.